Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and I just read an article and it kind of touched my heart. It's about being an aunt, and I'm an aunt to three amazing, beautiful little boys, and I am so blessed. As some of you know, I have PCOS, which in turn, I can't have kids. And as hard as that is, it's okay, and I'm able to make it through because every weekend I get to hang out with three of those most beautiful, smartest, amazing, stinkery little boys ever on the entire planet, who are the spitting image of my big brother. He's big, but he's like way bigger than me, but he's definitely my little brother, but he acts like my big brother, so I kind of get best of both worlds. But I think that being an aunt is completely underrated. In the article, it talks about how you get to give different perspective to the kids, and you're a different type of example, and you're someone they can come to, and you're a confidant, and you're another fun person they can be hanging around with all the time. And one of the most amazing things is my mom always tells me when they wake up at her house on sleepovers, when's Chelsea coming over? When's Chelsea coming over? When's Uncle Blake coming over? And I just makes me want to cry, because it makes me know that I'm doing something right, and lets me know that I am able to bring something to their life that they've been missing out on. I have aunts and uncles, and they're good people, but I didn't have the relationship with them that I would have liked. And when you're a kid, you don't have any control over that. Now that I'm an adult-ish, the big A word, which I call adult is a swear word in my life, but as an adult, and as an aunt, I was able to look at how my relationship with my aunts and uncles were, and learn from that, and learn how to not do what they did, how to improve myself as a person, and how to make sure that I am everything that those boys need. The term that it takes a village to raise a child, part of being that village is being that aunt. I saw this one thing, and really none of them describe me. They just describe the different types of aunts. And I remember all of them, but like there's a hot mess aunt. I guess it's more of me. But like the hot mess aunt, the other one's like the drinking aunt, the hippie aunt, the business aunt. And I'm just I try to be a fun-loving activity director aunt, where we try to have fun activity, we do fun things. I wrestle with them, I play with them, I push them around. Occasionally do get after them when they're being naughty. One time, my sister-in-law came over, and she was just laughing because I was getting after them. I wasn't getting after them, but I was redirecting their behaviors to make them be better people. Because that's what you're doing. You are helping raise many humans to be good humans when they get older. And my sister-in-law, she's the sweetest thing. She's like, they treat you just how they treat me, and you get after them and you correct them just like how I treat them. She's like, you're like the mom of the house, like when they're at my mom's house, because my mom's definitely a grandma. She's like, here, have all the candy and have fun, and she's like the best grandma in the entire world. And she wants them all the time. I want them all the time. But we also understand they have to be with their parents, I guess. But anyways, and that really kind of like hit me. I was like, holy cow, like how I knew, like, I never thought about having that kind of effect on their life, because I never, like, I knew I wanted to give them a different perspective on things, and have them different understanding and loving people. And because, growing up, you need different people, you need different perspectives, you need to have a community full of different opinions and views on stuff, because it makes you a more well-rounded person. But I never thought of me as having that big of an influence, I guess I could say. And it kind of hit me. And there's another time too where we had some people over to my mom's house for dinner, and they were asking me if I had kids. And I'm like, no, I don't have any kids. Like, oh, you'll have kids one of these days. I'm like, I'll do foster care. And then they were talking about how important it is to have like natural children. I'm like, well, I'm not able to have kids naturally. And then they kind of made it like, oh, okay, you know. And I try not to like have it be a conversation piece because it's kind of depressing, not just for myself but for everyone around me. And because it's like, what do you say to someone who can't have children that wants them? There's nothing you can say to make them feel better, you know, except for my sister-in-law, who's like the best in the entire world. She has 3 boys. What are you guys talking about? I was like, thank you. Like I do. I have 3 beautiful, amazing boys, and unfortunately, I can't share pictures with them, which is fine, and I understand because it's a protection thing. My sister-in-law and my brother are very, very smart, and not having their children on social media, because someone would want to kidnap them, because they are the cutest boys in the entire world. And this isn't me being biased, okay? Just understand that. It's just a fact. Like, they are beautiful and stinking smart, and their sense of humor. I mean, our 3-year-old, he has an advanced sense of humor, like he's an adult. And then our 5-year, who just turned 5 2 days ago, which I can't believe. I remember when we were at the hospital, being my mom, I was living like 2-3 counties away, and I came down and I found out he was being born, and me and my mom and my father sat in the hallway at the hospital waiting for him to be born for like ever, I swear. It was such a long wait. We were waiting for this amazing little new life into our world, and that has to be one of the most bestest days ever, is when he was born. And sadly enough, I wasn't able to be there for my second one. And then Cooper, the youngest, I was able to be there for that one too. Well, kind of. I was there after he was born, so we took my other nephews to see him, and it was really wonderful. And he's just the cutest and so sweet and kind and loving. And he likes to scratch you though. I have battle wounds for him, which is totally fine. I'm not complaining, because they're from his cute little face, so it's worth it. It's worth it. Anyways, so I don't know. If you're an aunt, take advantage of it. You know, if you're an uncle, take advantage of it. These kids, whoever your children are in your life, whether you see them or not, you know, get those special presents. Like, I'm in charge of wellies, which is like mud boots, and backpacks, and whatever else they decide. Like, you know, and I get them stuff throughout the year. We do a whole bunch of fun crafts and activities, and we do lots of fun things. And the thing is, like, they will remember this stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention my oldest. He's so smart. He's so good at like figuring things out. They live on a farm. They're little farm boys, and they're all about the dirt and all about the mud. But they love baths just as much, though. They love bath time. In fact, the littlest one, he will run, and he just learned how to run like the other day. But he will run to the bathroom and like literally jump into the bathtub. He is 1. Actually, it's his birthday today. Oh, I can't believe it. He's 1. Whew, it's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, it's such like, if you have the opportunity to be an aunt or an uncle, take advantage of this. You know, go play with them, because they will remember. You know, they will remember. And if they don't remember the exact amount, but they'll remember how much they love you, and that'll do nothing but help them grow and become better people. And honestly, like, I know one thing with me is I haven't made the most amazing decisions in my life. I haven't made the worst ones. I'm not like an awful person. I'm just a normal person that has explored different aspects of the world. And I realized, and I knew this, but I was like, these boys, like, they're going to grow up with me. And I moved down to where I live specifically because of them. Like, I told my nephew one time, he's like, why did you move here? Why did you move here? This was a while ago. I'm like, I moved down here for you. He's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, no, I really did. Go ask Grandma. And so he went and asked her, and that's the first thing she said. She moved down here for you and your brothers. You know, because I love them so much. The family's so important. And I know it's also good to go explore the world and live different places and have that independence. But at the same time, though, why miss out on the opportunity to be around these beautiful little people? Why miss out on the opportunity to grow and help raise them, and honestly give the parents a break. Like, parents deserve a break. And if you have kids and you're an aunt and uncle, play with them anyways. I've noticed that in some big families, which I understand every family has their own way of doing things, which is totally fine. Some big families, they forget, even though, yes, they're parents and they're exhausted, but they still need to develop a relationship with their cousins. And not their cousins, their nieces and nephews. And their nieces and nephews need to get to know them still. And I'm really fortunate where I'm in a small family. And so we make big deals out of everything. We make big birthday parties. Every time they accomplish something, we make a big deal out of it. That's one beautiful thing I love about small families, is we're able to focus on the individual versus as a whole. Which I also understand there's advantages of big families too, but I love the fact that I can focus on these 3 beautiful, amazing, smart faces, and these 3 beautiful, amazing little boys, and maybe a little girl in the future. We're all crossing your fingers, but if not, it's okay. I love these boys, and they are the best, and I am so fortunate to be an aunt, and I couldn't imagine my life without them. It kind of breaks my heart thinking that if I could never not be around them. And I know one of these days they're going to grow up and get married and have their own families and have their own kids, and they might move away and they won't come see me as often, and I think I'll be okay, but I'm not positive. But they are, if I don't have kids at that point, they are in charge of putting me in a nursing home and taking care of me. Anyways, so hope you get from this, if you are an aunt or an uncle, go play with them. Go do fun things. Don't just wait till the family reunion to do stuff. Call them, make them books, go color with them. I was making some coloring books for my girls, for my activity day girls, and so I printed them out, and so they can color them, make me a participant of them, and it was actually like Jesus face coloring books, and they were so excited. Oh, this is a picture of Jesus, this is a picture of Jesus, this is a picture of Noah, and this is a picture of the animals on the ark, and all these different things. It was so much fun. And so I think I'm going to do that for Christmas, is work on a book for them, and do things with them, and build things with them, and help them learn how to create. In fact, one of the craziest thing is my oldest one. He has amazing memory. When our middle one was born, we had a big, long piece of paper, and he was still in a diaper, and we got paint and put all over it, and he had to go in, and we had him go and step on and sit on and smush his feet little toes in it and paint it essentially. And he remembers that, and it's hanging up at my mom's house. Well, we did one for his brother and then another one just to keep. And it was so much fun, because he goes in there, he's like, I did that, I remember that. I remember my paint between my toes, and it got on my diaper. And like, he remembers all these things. And that's the thing, is if you do things with them, they're going to build those memories, and they're going to love you, and you're going to love them. And they're only little for so long, and then they're only teenagers for long, and then they're adults forever, and they're going to have their own lives. So why not take advantage of the time that you have with them? Even if your nephews and nieces aren't little anymore, that's just fine. Develop a relationship with them. Do something with them. I know I would have really, really enjoyed that. I had a good relationship with one of my aunts at one point in my life when I was younger, and then we got older, and she had one disagreement with a decision in my life, and she completely just wrote me off, and that really sucked. And I would never, ever, ever want my nephews to ever think that I would just walk away because they weren't doing something I liked, And so make sure that they know that they are important and that they are loved by you, because you're the only type of aunt or uncle they have. Even if they have tons of aunts and uncles, you're the only you that they have. You are the only one that can teach them what you know, and you're the only person that can bless them with your talents and your intelligence and your knowledge, and make sure that everything you do is being a good example for them. You know, that was another big part of me quitting smoking cigarettes, even though I still vape. I don't vape around them. But I always, whenever I smoked and I'd go to my mom's house and I'd go change my clothes, I would put stuff in my hair to make it not smell and wash my hands before I even touch them or kiss them. You know, because I don't want them to ever get used to that smell and ever think that's acceptable. You know, and so a big part of me trying to change my life right now is so I could be a good example for them. I mean, it's obviously for me, but it's honestly, most of it is for them. Because they are the most important things in my life. Obviously, you know, my husband and my dogs and my mom and everyone else is very, very extremely important to me, and they are like right there with them. But my boys, I will do anything for them. I will climb through a mountain. I will kill somebody for them. I will do anything for them to make sure they are loved and safe. Anyways, so be a good aunt, be a good uncle, be a good cousin, be a good example. Love them. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video so everyone can see the importance of being an aunt and uncle. It's just as important as being a grandma and grandpa. It's just as important as being a parent. Because you never know how your actions will affect them when they're younger or when they're bigger or when they're adults. You never know. You know. So anyways, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye.